The RNC says America is at a turning point and voters must remember that President Trump has kept his campaign promises when they head to the ballot box in 2020. RNC co-chair Tommy Hicks has been there since the beginning in 2016, and he sat down with One America's Chanel Rion in Orlando for more. Take a look.
We're here with Tommy Hicks, who is the co-chair of the RNC and an instrumental force in President Trump's election campaign in 2016 and a close personal friend of the family. Tommy, thank you for being here with us.
Thanks for having me.
I want to go back in time a little bit, back to that moment where you're down in Texas and you have your own life, you've got your own business, you have a beautiful family, and you look up and you realize that there is this candidate running for president that you wanted to help. You rolled up your sleeves and went full throttle. Describe that moment and why you decided to jump in.
He came at the right point in time in our country's history. We're at a turning point. I recognize that. We absolutely had to have him win in 2016, and I felt so strongly about that. I dropped everything that I was doing to do whatever I could do to help the campaign and help the president win the 2016 election. When he was inaugurated, I figured out that the fight had just started, and so I dropped everything once again to help the president in any way possible. And then the president and Ronna asked me to run for co-chairman of the RNC, so I did that, and I've been incredibly impressed with the staff in the building and the campaign. It's great to work with everybody.
What promises made by candidate Trump have you been surprised by, or have you been delighted to see come into fruition under President Trump? Well,
I think the war on business is over. He's repealed an unbelievable amount of regulations. You see that out when you talk to ordinary Americans all over the country. People have a sense of optimism. It's contagious. It makes you really feel good that the president's doing what he told the American people he was going to do. And so you look at the judicial nominations, I think he's probably on pace when we win in 2020 to have more judges confirmed than any president since George Washington as a percentage of the judicial branch. So this is stuff that's going to last for decades and decades, and it's going to help the American people continue to prosper.
Elaborate a little more on the war on business and how you said it's over now, but with the Democrat lineup, the 2020 Democratic presidential lineup, what potential wars on business would they bring about if they were to take over?
The 8 years of Obama was very difficult for a lot of people. We had a hard time in the energy side. The EPA overregulated to an extent that it was untenable. And so now you've seen like 22-to-1 cuts for regulatory cuts for every new regulation. You've torn 30,000 pages of regulations up. That's just what we need, and that's what you see every single day when you go out and talk to the ordinary Americans. We were headed towards a bad path. Our country was sick. The president fixed it in 2016, and we need to keep him fixing it. And that's why we're all energized to do what we're doing here for 2020.
Want to see more videos like this? Click on the link below and subscribe to One America News on YouTube, and call your cable provider and kindly demand that One America News is added to your lineup. Call and subscribe today.